Welcome to the Chick Shift Garage. In this video, I'm going to show you guys real quick how to replace the battery for our 2007 Nissan Altima. This goes from 2007 to 2012 Nissan Altimas with the 2.5 liter and the 3.5 liter V6. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you. The battery is obviously going to be located right here. So first thing we're going to do is just going to spray these nuts here on the studs with some PB Blaster. Just help, break the rust. And a little dab. Yeah, just like that. And you can also spray these a little bit too. The posts, the terminals. And just let it sit there for a few minutes. Now that we got the PB Blaster working through the rust, I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna break all these loose. Alright, so the first terminal we're going to disconnect is the black one, or negative. So just use a 10mm socket here, and we're just going to break it loose. You don't have to remove it completely, you just got to get it loose like this, and then we can pull it off. And then just simply tuck it aside out of the way. So next we're going to do is remove the positive side of the battery, and again it's a 10mm. Just break it loose. This is a few times. Okay, and then should be able just to wiggle it up like so. I mean, you could probably remove the air box, but I got a bungee cord. I'm just going to kind of prop it up out of the way. So I got it like right here on this thing, the bungee cord there. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to loosen this one, and this bracket that's connected to the ECU, we're going to move that out of the way. So I already broke them loose. So this one here you don't have to remove. You really just need to take this one off here. Alright, here's our nut. Just set it aside, don't lose it. Okay, and then this should be able to swing up and out of the way. If it does get in the way, we can always just remove this bolt too, but it should be fine. Okay, next we're going to do is remove this 10mm nut and this 10mm nut. This is the main bracket that holds the battery in place. Be careful here, don't want to lose it. And there we go. That's the one. It looks like the same as the other one. They're probably all the same. Yeah, it's the same. Alright, so then once we get to this point, just simply lift up. Bracket comes out like so. Set that aside, and we should have open access to grab the battery and pull it out. Alright, so as you can see, I don't have my handle anymore that came with the battery when I bought it. So I bought this safety grip battery carrier off of Amazon. We're going to go ahead and use this and see if it works any good. Looks like all it's supposed to do is just grab on to the terminals like so. And then the other side here, like so. Make sure it's in good. And then it gives you a handle here that you can actually lift the battery out of, like so. Alright, so that worked pretty well. You can see here how it's supposed to grip onto the terminal post, just like that. So when you lift up, it clamps down and squeezes the posts. Pretty neat little tool. Alright, so while we're here, we might as well clean out the tray. You can see here, the plastic tray kind of just lifts out like this. Just dump all the dust. We'll clean it up real nice anyway and make sure it looks good. These things can come out. They're just part of the post that grab the battery. If they come out, just put them aside. This one don't like its one anyway. Spray the bottom here with just a can of compressed air. Nice and pretty. So I cleaned up the tray pretty good. When you put the tray back, you want to make sure this arrow is pointed like towards the engine. Alright, so the battery of choice I'm going with is Duralast Platinum AGM technology. Alright, this is part number 35 AGM. Okay, it has 650 cold cranking amps, 800 regular cranking amps, 100 reserve capacity, and 55 amp hours. Okay, I got this from AutoZone, obviously, Duralast. Okay, so all we gotta do is pull these black covers off, like so. Set it aside, and then same for the black, the negative side. Pull that off. Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do before we connect it is we're gonna clean up these battery terminals, the clamp downs. There's some corrosion that was on the positive side, so I'm gonna go over it with a wire brush. And I'm gonna get crap all over the tray that I just cleaned. That's all right. We'll clean it off again. And then the same for the negative. Didn't look too bad, but we'll just brush it off anyway. All right, so what I'm gonna do is put this battery terminal protector on. Okay, and this basically helps protect it from corrosion buildup and whatnot. You know, shake it real good first. All right, and then we're just going to spray it over the clamp downs. Nice light coat. And then get one over here. Okay, and then here's the other metal hook. It just kind of goes on there like that. This one's not going anywhere. All right, here we go. Now, when you put it on, your positive is going to be towards the back where the red is. Your negative is going to be up front where the black is. Just drop it onto the tray like so. And then we're going to go get our bracket. Alright, so we got our bracket here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put it over both of the two metal studs. Like so. Nut here. Start putting it on, and then we'll start this one. Screw this all the way down until it's snug. Now before I get it too snug, I might need to loosen it back a little bit just so I can move this to line up this bracket like so. And you just basically want to make sure that it's all snug into place. Here's the last nut we're going to put right on there. That's snug, that's snug, and that's snug. So the torque spec for these, if you're interested, is 35 inch-pounds, which is like basically hand tight. So that's all I'm going to do here. I'm not going to use my torque wrench. Just going to tighten these down by hand until I feel they're good and snug. This battery's not going to shift when I'm driving, basically. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Last but not least, the one back here. Now, just be careful. Make sure you got an extension like me. Don't touch that red one. You're going to see sparks fly. I should probably not even use that way. Just going to go ahead. Let's use a short one. You really just use a wrench. That way you're not, if this metal connects here, and you're going to have problems, okay? And the last thing you want to do is just give your battery a good shake. Okay, so I'm not worried about that. I'll leave this in for the next time I take the battery out. But everything is nice and snug. Okay, so before I actually put the terminals on, I'm going to put these felt pads on. Red for red, obviously, black for black. I got these off Amazon, so I'll put a link in the description. I'm just going to grab one of each. We'll go ahead, we'll slap our red one on here. Black one on here. Okay, and we'll take our bungee cord off. And we'll put this guy back on here. Grab our 10mm, and then we'll just snug it up. Hand tight. So the official torque rating for these terminals is 48 inch-pounds. Okay, but like I said, hand tight should be good enough. And we'll go ahead and tighten this down. All right. Nice and snug, nice and snug. And that's it. Battery is now installed. All right, that's it for this video. The new battery is installed. Duralast should last me a long enough time. So thanks for watching. If you like our work, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell for more Trick Shift Garage videos. And we'll see you on the next one.